Whitney and Mehdi shamed their enemies last night. They kissed last night. Hi guys, welcome back to Reality TV channel. Let's talk about Love Island, all that went on last night. So last night's episode started with Sammy and Jess. We left off where they were arguing and Sammy walked out on her and all. So when this episode started, it started with them. And then this time around, Jess called Leah to come to join their conversation that she wants to hear from the both of them. And Leah then explained why she was not happy with Sammy. And then Sammy apologized, said okay, he should have pulled her first for a chat since he knew he had already made a pick. We saw Zach do that. Not Zach now, we saw Tyrique do it when he pulled Leah for a chat, told her, oh we are moving with this person and all. So he apologized and then Jess and Leah hugged it out. One thing we would like to point out here is the way the women have each other's back. Throughout this whole back and forth, Jess has had Leah's back, even though she's in a couple with Sammy, and she could easily have taken it like, oh, Leah wanted to take my man, it didn't work out for her, and then that's why she's in tears. Give her the side eye, give her negative energy, even if it is not obvious, but the babe will be feeling that yes, she's getting some kind of vibes from Jess and all. But all through, we've seen Jess actually back Leah, try to get to hear Leah's side of the story and everything. And that's one thing I'll comment. Did ladies in this Love Island actually have each other's back? And there's no this, even if it's there, or even if they're pretending, but what we see, there's this synergy between them. There's this wanting each other to do well and all, women supporting women. So moving on, Catherine then had got a text, and it was about hideaway, that they needed to pick one couple for the hideaway. Before she could finish, Whitney had gotten up and picked Tyrique and Ella, and everyone backed them up. So Tyrique and Ella went into the hideaway and all. They said nothing happened, but we're not just, we don't know if what they're saying is right or wrong or anything. But one thing we will know though is from their actions going forward, if something happened between them there or not, especially if one of them ever decides to turn heads, especially if it's the guy, if Tyrique sees another lady and then he says okay, he wants to turn head, meaning if something happened there, you would see a different Ella. She'll start feeling like, oh, it's because we did something in the hideaway, that's why you think okay, you can easily move on now. We see, especially in BB Nigeria, we usually see it, and once something has gone down between two people, the character moving forward is usually different, changes the dynamics of things. After that, the next morning, they played a game, and this time around, the couples were in a kind of boat, and the more they answer questions and if the answers tally with each other, they'll roll forward. And they said Mitch and Leah won't play because they're in a friendship couple. So they were outside and they were moderating the whole thing. And one thing I would commend these islanders for is they are very, at least to the best of our knowledge and what we've been seeing, they're kind of truthful, and they say their truth with their mind, full chest. There's no dilly-dallying, there's no being diplomatic about it. Who do you think is playing the game? Bah, bah, bah. I think this one is playing the game, and they give their reasons. Beautiful. There's no need to, I can't say if anybody's playing game, we are all here. I cannot just say anybody's playing the game. Meanwhile, you know what you want to answer. But this one's very truthful. Said all what they wanted to say. And even caused a little bit of issue between Sammy and the guys. Because when they asked about which guy do you think would turn it, they asked the ladies to answer if they feel if their guy would turn heads if a new girl comes in. And Zach and Tyrique said no, and the ladies said no, although Molly said yes, so she was wrong. She didn't tally with Zach. Tyrique said no, Ella said no, and then Sammy was like yes. Even Jess was like yes, Sammy said he's going to turn, and then Sammy did not want to just say his yes alone. He said that okay, I've said yes, and the guys are lying because we all know that they're going to turn heads if something along those lines. And then Tyrique was like, oh, well, same name, since he said the guys are like, he said all of them. And then, funny enough, when the ladies were talking after the game, they were like, Tyrique and Sammy are like best friends. And then when they were going at each other like that, it kind of wasn't going on well. It wasn't looking well on their side. But it's funny, if your best friend is saying your head would turn. I get why Zach would be angry, because it should, outside world should give Ella room for concern. But I don't think what Sammy was saying, what he wasn't saying, was going to bother Ella at all. But she was right at the space of mind where she is now. She feels secure with Tyrique. So after the games, all the housemates, most of the housemates, not all now, picked Mehdi and Whitney as the housemates with the least chemistry. So when they finished the game, it was evening time. Most of the couples were talking. So Whitney and Mehdi called each other by the side and were talking, and then they expressed their feelings for each other. It's something we've not seen. Mehdi told Whitney that he likes her, and then Whitney kind of said it back, like she kind of likes him too. And then he was like, yeah, that he wanted to hear it from her. And we're going to say it here. We think Whitney is actually falling for Mehdi, and she's falling more than she expected herself to, because we kind of see it in her eyes. And when he's angry, she's kind of restless. It kind of affects her. And then after that, he went out. Then she was talking with her friends, explaining what was going on. And the next thing, Mehdi came, pulled her, was telling her to join him in the terrace in 5. And the next thing, she went there, and then they kissed. The couple that they said had the least sexual chemistry and all, but the ones that kissed at the terrace, they should be like a second couple to kiss, if you're not mistaken. And that was where the episode ended. Thank you very much for sticking with us. Stay back for other episodes. Thank you.